Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I'm your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to take a look at some beautiful products off the shelves of HIGH-5. I'm joined by my lovely coworker and colleague, Mr. JG. Welcome back, Mr. JG. What are we trying tonight? We're doing amazing. What are we trying tonight on the podcast?
Well, let's take a peek here. We got something from Western culture.
Ooh.
It's going to be their Pacific Poundcake.
New strain.
New strain.
Yep.
Hold on, you gotta bear with me. I may or may not have dozed off and my alarm woke me up. That's all good. But I can't without my glasses. Oh, there we go. Lemonade and pound cake.
Nice. Okay.
Excited to try something new.
Absolutely. And that's also gotten rave reviews from some of our regulars already.
Yes, absolutely. Here we go. I can already smell this through this thing.
Really? Okay.
Yep, that's what I can smell. That's nice. It's really good. Really sweetly pungent.
Okay.
And danky. What's that? It's almost like pepper, like spice.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of sweetness? Is it like blueberry sweetness, apple sweetness, strawberry sweetness?
I don't know. There was just this sweetness that comes across right at the beginning, right at the first of your whiff.
Okay.
And then it just gets spicy and yeah.
Okay.
It smells really good.
Okay. On a scale of 1 through 10, how loud would you say it is? Scale of 1 through 10.
It's probably a good 9. It's pretty steep.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay.
I like the smell a lot.
Gotcha.
The scent, yeah. Beautiful. It's pretty.
Yeah, it does look amazing. All of the grams in that bin, even the ace, look incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think this will do it any justice, but I mean, nice decent nugs.
It looks good. What do you think that density's like?
Perfect.
Nice.
Not too thick, not too dense, not too airy.
Excellent. Okay.
Anyway, yeah. I'm excited to smoke it.
Absolutely. What are you smoking that out of, JG?
We're gonna smoke out of the. I don't know what I named this thing. I named it once and I can't remember.
Nice.
Mr. Blue.
Nice. Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay, big shout out to them. And once again, Western Culture in the Top Shelf. That's a new strain from them. We are so excited anytime we get a new strain. Big shout out to them for branching out and trying something new, especially when it looks this good. And you know, it's something that the customers, like I said, they get excited about it. It's not just us. So we really do appreciate that. Thank you, JG. And I tonight am going to be trying another new strain. Yeah. Tonight we have the Captain Yetti Dirty Dancing. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. We're gonna see if we can baccarat and samba salsa to this. Really excited about this. This is Dance World crossed with Candyland. Of course, we know Candyland. They make Girl Scout cookies, Granddaddy Purple. We're not familiar with Dance World. Don't really care about that because only thing we care about. Man, we're going to get to that terpene profile. We're going to see what this smells like, and we're going to see what this is all about. Captain's been doing a great job teetering right on top shelf and the middle tier. But let me tell you something. I haven't been too disappointed as of late. There's a couple things I just didn't care for, but overall the quality from them has been great. So let's go ahead and jump this open. We've got the grams in the little tiny jars. End of the world? No. Do I like the little jars? I'd rather have a bag for a gram just to get a feel for it before I even make a decision if I want to grab it or not. But all down to preference. Let's get into this. Let's see. Okay. It's slightly creamy, but it does have a mustiness to it. But then there's not much else. And that's just from the jar. So I'm going to write creamy, I'll write musty. The creaminess has a tiny sweetness to it. Slightly sweet. But loud scale, as it is, just in nug form, maybe a 4 out of 10. Not really loud at all. Yeah, you know, creamy, slightly sweet, a little bit of must. But I almost want to say woody, but it almost disappears. The smell just kind of tails off. Now, as far as these nuglets, oh, they're beautiful. They're beautiful, and they're literally beautiful. They are perfect texture. You see great coloration, nice bright orange pistils, nice green leaves, you know what I'm saying? Really, really nice grow. They did a great job. Look at this. Try to get the squeeze. Can't. Look at that. Look at the stick. Ridiculous. Great stick. And as I squeeze it, it gets a little bit sour. You can smell it being a little bit more sour. We're smoking this out of Penelope Pumpkin today, man. We're so excited. Big shout out to Penelope Pumpkin as always. Look, it might be November, but Halloween not over. Come on now. Y'all know what time it is. This is reminding me a little bit in nug structure of Albert Walker. You know what I'm saying? Really, really nice, tight nugs, but they seem very, how do I put this? They seem a little bit, they seem very, for instance, I don't know how to put this. It seems very hard, even though I know it's not rock hard, even though I know it's got individual leaves, even though I know it's, you know, fairly sticky. It's like it's made out of something that's not plant material. You know what I'm saying? The nugs. Which is nice. We're going to see how that breaks down as well. So let's see what this is all about. And let's see if that terpene profile jumps out a little bit more. Let's see. Grindy, 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 yeah. Big shout out to everybody using a grinder. If you're not using a grinder, man, get on board. Come on, get on board.
Grinders.
Yes.
This stuff ground up really nicely.
Really? Do you think that it ground up consumer friendly in your favor?
Yeah. I kind of was showing the folks watching that
Yep.
the size of that nug, I put one of those nugs in, and it completely filled my grinder, which is usually 2 good bowls. Look at that.
Right.
I mean, it's full. That's not a small bowl. So.
Gotcha.
I don't own a small bowl.
I love that. As you should. What? Hey, why not? Yeah, I love that. Absolutely. That's what you call puff and tough. That's right. And I will also say this has also ground up very, very decently. You know, it's not a full grinder word, but it's definitely a nub. It's definitely a bowl and a half. And then of course we still have literally still 2 nugs left. That's probably 0.6 right there, easy. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the terpene profile, after I ground this down, this is why it's so important to not really judge a book by its initial scent. This is so much louder now, so much more sour, so much more sour. Getting notes of apple. The mustiness is still there. But honestly, it's kind of a little cheesy as well. I'm really excited for this. And by cheese, I mean sour cheese. Like sour dairy. You know what I'm saying? Really, really unique. But okay, now, JG, when it comes to Western culture, what's some of your favorite strains from them so far? What do you think that you've been smoking on them that you've really been enjoying? Just a nice little quick highlight and shout out to Western culture.
Stank Whistle was one that stands out in my mind.
Really? Nice. Okay.
I liked that.
Okay.
Oh, what was, they had a sativa that I just recently did.
There's Island Skittles.
That might have been it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, I like these guys a lot. It's funny, with as much stuff as we have, I feel like I myself overlook these guys a lot.
Western culture is great.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have anything bad to say. This is amazing, by the way.
Nice.
And once that was ground up, it just stood up too. Just even more like, whoo,
wow. Okay.
Super loud. It's nice. The flavor is very nice.
What's the first thing the flavor reminds you of?
I don't know. Melons. Like, I don't know. Melons come to my mind. Like a honeydew.
Okay.
Not really spicy.
Okay.
Definitely spicy in the nose. Yeah.
Do you usually like more peppery flavored things? Or no, you like more in the, sweet or smooth and skunky? Or do you have a preference typically?
I don't have a preference.
Okay.
I kind of think along the same lines with beer as I do with weed as I did with beer.
Okay.
Was that there's too many with craft beer, too many beers out there, too many different flavors, profiles, and I'm down to experience and taste them all. Like, see what people are doing,
Right.
Yeah, I think I've said it before, maybe on here too. With this day and age, and how many different people are growing this stuff, and different ways and secrets and like.
Yeah.
I love to see it. I love to see what they can do.
Absolutely. Okay. And
it's really hard to have a favorite profile. I think I like experiencing it all. I like tasting it all. It's not always to the good, I'll say that, but I don't mind.
absolutely. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, 100%. And of course we love trying it all. Of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Who wouldn't? Of course. But when it comes to preference, it's like, what do you think you like more? My thing is this, like, for instance, food.
Yeah.
I don't eat everything. You know what I'm saying? So I have a preference. You know what I'm saying? I might try everything, but I do have a preference. You know what I'm saying? If you're like, Malcolm, what's your favorite dessert? I'm not going to say it's something with whipped cream, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. But nevertheless, very, very true. When it comes to the onset effects, what do you think are your first onset effects so far?
Oh, I don't know yet. Let's give this another couple minutes and see.
Okay. I noticed a couple coughs. How smooth is this? What do you think?
It's actually not that bad.
Okay.
The cough is from overcoming an ailment.
Okay.
Mainly, I'm pretty sure. It's smooth on it. It's just it's that deep down good cough. Combined with I'm getting over an ailment cough from there, but.
Gotcha. And it's definitely a good sign that, you cough, you're 2 and 3 times, and then it's gone. You know what I'm saying? That's always a good sign. When you're coughing and got to clear your throat, now you're scratching your throat, that's when it's like this is more of an irritable cough or cough from irritation than it is, cough from, potency. But okay, very, very fair. And because you thought you were safe, Favorite dish with squash. Go. 5, 4, 3,
Butternut
2.
squash.
But what's the dish? 1.
I don't.
Go. Go.
Me to serve it just butternut squash up and it's on the dish. Butter. I don't know. You know another one I really like? Spaghetti squash.
It's great. Yes. Spaghetti squash is great as well. Yes. Great choice. That's a great choice.
Always to the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. I actually haven't had spaghetti squash in a very long time. Very long time.
A couple years.
Very good. Also, big shout out to the Supper Club. We are hitting up Aubergines this next coming November 6th. I'm super excited about that. Highlighting Italy for the month of November. It's going to be a great time. And hopefully they may have some squash on the menu. Who knows? But also, big shout out to Jam on Hawthorne as always. Butternut squash is literally our special. Currently, it's a butternut squash fall Benedict. Really, really awesome option as well. You can also get butternut squash added to anything, but the Benedict is awesome with butternut squash and goat cheese. It's pretty cool. And I don't even like goat cheese like that, but you get your hollandaise, butternut squash, smoked paprika. It's a nice little vibe. But nevertheless, thank you, JG. And also, big shout out to everybody eating spaghetti squash. Now, this is a Dirty Dancing from Captain Yetti. Immediately, I thoroughly enjoyed this. Smoking experience, very, very smooth. Cannot be happier with it. I said it's an amazing smoke, burns well, holds ember nicely as well. This is what I was trying to say. The texture. It's like coral. It's not really like plant matter. It's like coral, but it's got a stickiness to it. That's what gives you kinetic sand. This is the definition of kinetic sand. So when I load it into meaning when it breaks down, every single piece is the same. Every single piece in this is this. I held it up to the screen, but every single piece is the same. So when that happens, now when I light this bowl, you're able to corner it. It holds the ember very, very well. You're getting more full hits. You're getting a better flavor profile because of that. You're getting, more full hits. Just really, really nice. Smoke experience, 10 out of 10. Just based off that alone. You know what I'm saying? It is fairly social. I do feel nice uplifting tendencies. I feel more uplifting tendencies in my chest than my stomach. I also feel fairly, sedated and physically under the influence. I am dead tired. I literally walked out of the HIGH-5 today like, yo, I'm like ready for my bed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm high octane, like I worked in double as always. But like it's still like today got me for some reason. And I know daylight savings is right around the corner and it's getting darker earlier, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get ready for daylight savings. Big shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Excited for that. But yeah, man, it's like this has, I would say, boost my mood a tiny bit for sure. I definitely have more verve. Might not have more energy, but I have more verve. I'm more charismatic than when I started, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more eager to relay and share information, perspective, opinion, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, we have this labeled as a sativa dominant hybrid. Would I say that this is a sativa dominant experience, this type of experience? I am going to say it's definitely more of a daytime experience. Hate the term sativa, hybrid, and indica. Hate that. You know what I'm saying? But I do think this is better suited for the daytime because right now at 12:24, this is a little bit yaya. It's definitely a little bit more, like I said, a little bit too stimulated. I'm getting too much out of tiny things as far as like excitement, which is pumping me up, you know what I'm saying, in a very minute but still reoccurring way. Would I consider this more of a head high or a body high? Probably going to consider this more of a body high. I like the head high. Actually, if the body high is heavier, no, the head high is heavier because it's more of like a trying to gather all my thoughts and spew it all out than it is more of a slump in nature kind of yeah. And you can also tell I'm sitting up in my chair. There's many times where my chest is on the table or I'm leaning all the way back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be more comfortable. I could care less about being comfortable right now as it is. I'm just trying to get the information out. You know what I'm saying? So like that's another testament to how much more of a daytime strain this is. And some people can say, well, Malcolm King, you started and you said you were tired. Anything would have gave you this type of how should I say, awakening once your body has recognized it. Agreed, especially in the form of cannabis. I do agree. Anything at first can be very, stimulating, but I feel like this has now kept me here. You see what I'm saying? I'm halfway through the bowl and I'm still kind of like on the rise. You know what I'm saying? Really, really nice. Nevertheless, I would consider this more of and this is where it gets a little tricky. Is this more of a not functional high or a functional high? I would consider this more of a not functional high because this is good for like a podcast. I don't know that I'm gonna get up and do whatever I need to do around this house. You know what I'm saying? And have a date tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'm gonna get ready and you know what I'm saying, have my outfit ready or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm gonna clean my Christian Louboutins before I go out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like there's multiple things, but nevertheless, we're gonna put that to the test. That's for sure. This is really, really nice at providing this is great for providing a desired effect, which leads me to you, JG. How has that high progressed?
Very, very nicely.
Nice.
Yes. It's calming on the body, but stimulating at the same time. Like I'm tingly, and then the mind is going. The mind's sharp and snappy. I was tired. Now I'm, much like you're saying.
Hell yeah.
Even when I said, let me give this a few more minutes, I was feeling a little sleepy still. But now I can feel it coming on, where it's like, this is a sativa. Listed as a sativa.
Right.
But I think they hit that right on.
Okay.
I have a buzz going through me, but not like the anxious buzz. I don't like an anxious thing. It's more like, it's like a full energy little buzz.
Nice. Nice.
Very, very nice feeling.
Yes. Which is welcome. That's welcome. So many people, I think, want that type of experience, but without the anxiety, or they're afraid of the anxiety. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this right now.
Okay. Now, in the realm of the tingly, where do you think you feel it tingly most?
It's literally like, it's all the way through the body, but in every major joint, knees, hips, elbows, shoulders, like all those major spots. It's got the bigger pulse too, but it's all connected.
Okay.
We're all one.
All one, or we should be. Okay, very fair. Okay, and speaking of all in one, favorite. Wow. Favorite handheld food. Go. 5, 4, 3.
Pizza, hot pocket.
That's a great choice. I love Hot Pockets. I love the pepper. Okay, what flavor though?
Pizza or ham and cheese.
Okay.
Either one.
I like the pizza one, but the pepperoni one. That shit's
pepperoni
fire.
pizza. Yeah.
Fire.
You know what? After so many years of eating these things, literally a month ago, I figured out how to cook them perfectly in the microwaves.
Yeah. Well, okay. But okay. Now.
Yeah.
This is a matter of preference.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know how I cook mine how I like mine. That's how I should say this.
Yeah.
One of my pet peeves is like Hot Pockets that are undercooked. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's too loosey goosey on the inside. When you bite into it, it's molten lava. I like to if the box says for like I don't know how long, if it's a minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, I don't know. But if it says like a minute and or 2 minutes, I put it in for like 2 minutes and 45 seconds. You'd be surprised the difference it makes. It like cooks the crust to actually have texture, but the cheese is still ooey gooey on the inside, but it's just thicker. It's more set, I feel like. And of course you gotta let it cool down, or at least you should. I mean, you could burn the fuck out your mouth, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it when it's not. I like it when it's a little bit like when it's medium well.
Yeah, sure. But when you get down to that very last couple bites, is the end bite of crust super hard and crunchy?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
is it soft?
No, it's all. No, it's like medium. It's medium. It's medium. None of this is none of mine.
Yeah.
None of it.
Always overcooked them somehow.
Okay.
And so they're like, by the time you get to the end, it's like crunchy or like.
Listen, if an end of a hot pocket is crunchy like that, you can't eat it. That's a lot of dough. That's a lot. It's like It's like a biscuit at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah, it's no good. It's no good. No, I'm able to eat mine completely.
Yeah. So finally figured out. Well, my microwave, I don't know if.
Of course, every microwave is different. Yes.
I have to change the power to 8. And I just cook it if it's 1, I cook it for a minute. If it's 2, I cook it for 2 minutes. On power 8,
okay.
They're perfect.
Wow.
Anyway.
Okay.
I had 2 of those before I fell asleep to wake up and get on here.
Good itis food. Itis food. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was such a worthy answer. That's a great answer. Okay, very fair. And JG, guess what? It seems as though this has brought us to that scale of 1 through 10. And would you recommend? And I'm gonna get us started. I'm gonna take one more hit right now. Here we go. I'm gonna talk about because I got to talk about this flavor. Here we go. Okay. It's ridiculously smooth. This is a 9.5 out of 10. And I didn't even hit that as properly as I wanted to. The flavor on this, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's nothing that wows me. Nothing also really jumps out. A little bit of pine. That's about it. Is it offensive? No, because it's so smooth. You know what I'm saying? And to know that this action has, what the fuck is the word? To know that this action of smoking has effects, we love it. But I would say, all things considered, on a scale of 1 through 10 for this, I'd probably have to give this, and especially considering where it is in the middle tier, low top tier, I'd probably have to give this around a very, very, very solid 8.9 out of 10. It's very good. Is this my type of high? Not necessarily. I do wish I had a little bit more butterflies. There's like no butterflies in this. I mention butterflies all the time. This has like no butterflies whatsoever, which is better for my focus, sure. You know what I'm saying? Helping me concentrate a little bit more, probably, sure. You know what I'm saying? Another testament to this being a little bit more of a daytime experience, you know what I'm saying? Or a task-oriented experience, you know what I'm saying? But I don't feel as engaged as I might like. My eyeballs also just feel heavy. Like they're literally sunken. Like I'm literally staring into nothingness. Like I'm looking at my table, but I'm staring into nothingness. You know what I'm saying? But I do like this. You know what I'm saying? I do like this high, which is why I'm gonna rate it 8.9 out of 10. But anyways, would I recommend this? If you are looking for a new strain to try from Captain Yetti, if you're looking for a smooth smoke experience, on that alone, I'm recommending this, period. Who doesn't want a smooth smoking experience? Anybody does. Anybody. I don't know nobody that's like, if I'm, well, there are those people that are like, if I ain't choking, I ain't smoking. There are people like that. But common sense isn't so common. Well, the potency on this, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I do think it's a nice potency as well. I've been like, and like I said, y'all saw me. I smoked, half the bowl and then dumped out the yaya. You know what I'm saying? Actually, a little bit on the black side of the ashes, a little bit of white in there, and then loaded another half. I do that. You know what I'm saying, to prolong the bowl. To keep everything as fresh and smoke it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But this, in all honesty, smoke experience, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Even though the flavor is not the best. Well, actually, I can't do that. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 smoke experience. But anyways, 8.9 out of 10 for the Dirty Dancing. Does this make me feel like dancing? No, not at all. I feel more like commentating than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Not bad, though. Good job, Captain Yetti. Rock and roll.
Yes.
Okay, JG, what are we thinking?
Scale of 1 to 10. On the Western culture, Pacific Poundcake.
Nice.
Oh, I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to give this a 9 as well.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, nothing about this I don't like. It might even be a 10. I mean, this is a...
Really?
I definitely could see this during the day.
Okay.
It's definitely got an uplift. I'm going to have to watch some YouTube for a minute before I go to bed.
What are you going to watch?
I don't know. Well, I was just watching some hunting show, but, yeah, I was getting bored. Obviously, I fell asleep. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I've been going down the rabbit hole with a lot lately.
Uh-oh.
You can appreciate this. But, DMT.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm super intrigued. So I've been going down the YouTube rabbit holes on watching like scientists like break down the chemical makeup or what, and then where it is in our brains, what it is, on all these things, all these theories around why our body naturally produces it out of the pineal gland or whatever.
Yes.
And yeah, it is. But I've been super intrigued, like with the journey. I did acid like 9 months ago for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Done it 2 other times since. Purely on the journey. Never done it, before in my life. I don't know. It's crazy. Being as old as I am, I'm interested in the journey of it, not just like that young idea of getting stoned or getting high. But so down the rabbit hole with that side of like learning about it, and then the other side is like listening and watching people's experiences, their accounts, like with it, and the entities they meet, and how they're all similar. Like everybody meets the same people at different times, or entities at different times in their experiences. Super intriguing to me. So
wow.
Yeah, I've been going down that rabbit hole, and it probably won't be too long until I get my hands on something and have my own experience. So my own journey.
Yes. Yeah. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck, and it will be fantastic. An experience to say the least.
For sure. Look forward to it.
Yes. Okay.
Have you ever done DMT?
So I'm going to tell you no. I've had somebody tell me that they've had DMT in a cartridge, and I hit the cartridge, and which was like, I guess I felt something, you know what I'm saying? But like, I've done so many things so many times, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I've had an experience. That was not an experience. So, Malcolm King met, let's just say Malcolm King met no entities in spirits.
But you've done acid, you've done mushrooms, you've done plenty of all that, right?
Yes.
So I just was watching a new scientific thing where I've been doing these big studies, and they think there may be a link between these certain drugs that we take, and it's not actually what we're taking that's the DMT. It's that what we're taking, like the acid and enough shrooms, kind of take you almost visually same places and things like that. Experiences, people report the same experiences. What they think it's doing is causing your pineal gland to produce more DMT, and so you're going on a very similar trip. But the DMT trip is the purest of it, and there's levels of it, much like mushrooms. You can take a little bit and just have that little thing. Right. So I think that's what this new pen or squirt thing that people are doing with DMT, like a microdose of it.
How dare
But then there's like 3 levels of like, there's that microdose, there's a mega, or that mid-range trip, and then there's the mega like dose and trip. And that mega dose trip is what I'm super interested in.
Yes. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So, note that when people have it, it might take a lot of whatever they have to get that mega.
Yeah. Okay.
Super intriguing.
That's gonna be great. Actually,
I think me and the lady are both interested in it. She has her own personal reasons for it. But I've been looking at like centers that do it. Right. Go and do it somewhere. That would make her more comfortable than just bringing it home and us doing it together or whatever. But in like a setting, so healing center. So we've been looking into doing it that way. But
brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It'll be fun.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Well, thank you, JG. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I wish you nothing but the best. And we will hear about this. It'll be great.
Oh yes.
It'll be great.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it seems as though this has brought us to a close. I want to give a big shout out to everybody enjoying weed worldwide and to my coworker and colleague, Jay Jizzle. This is literally one of my favorite podcasts. I think it's one of my favorite podcasts I ever did. Big shout out to you, JG. And everybody out there, remember to stay high and humble. Big shout out to HIGH-5. We'll see y'all next time. Peace. Take it easy, y'all.